Good morning students, myself Vijay Kumar. Today I am going to take online classes for class 8th, the first chapter rational numbers. Before going on to the rational numbers, let's have a look on integers. In the last class you have studied about the integers. All the positive and negative numbers including 0 are called integers. But integers, they don't have intermediate values just like 1.5 or like that. They have the complete value just like 1, 2, 3, minus 7, minus 8 means negative value, positive values including the 0. Now in rational numbers, so as a definition first of all we will see that any number that can be written in the form of P upon Q where Q should not be equal to 0 are called rational numbers. Just like we'll see here, P upon Q, so the number can be written in the form of P upon Q means the numerator and the denominator, and where denominator should not be equal to 0, except 0 it can have any value, maybe negative or positive. Generally what we say that the denominator should be positive only, but sometimes in some questions if you question is given just like 2 by 3, a rational number that is given by 2 by 3, and the next one here 3 is negative, 2 by minus 3. So in this case what we will do, we will transfer the negative sign to the numerator, so it will become minus 2 by 3, means denominator we have to keep all the time positive. If the denominator is negative, at that time we can transfer the negative sign to the numerator. Or another thing, instead of this you can write minus, the common sign. In here you can put minus 2 by 3. So all the three figures means just like 2 by minus 3, minus 2 by 3 and minus 2 by 3. All these three rational numbers have the same value. So if there is negative sign in the denominator, so before solving any sum, transfer it to the numerator. The next thing about all the integers and the fractions, they are rational numbers. Means if the fraction 2 by 3, this is in the form of numerator and denominator, so this is also a rational number. All the decimal number 1.5, 1.6 or all the decimal numbers, so they are also called as rational number, because if you will convert them, they will also be in the fraction form. Just like 1.5 is there, so this you can write 15 upon 10. So this will be, now it has come in the fraction form, or you can say now, so if it is in the fraction form, so it will be called as a rational number. So decimal numbers can be also called as rational numbers. Rational numbers are denoted by capital Q. Just like integers, they are denoted by capital Z or capital I. In the same way, rational numbers, they are denoted by capital Q. Now, the next one, we'll see the properties of rational numbers. So the first property of rational number is closure property. In closure property, so whenever an operation is to be done between two numbers, two rational numbers, then the result will be also a rational number. Whether it may be the addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. So any of these operations are done with the rational numbers, then the resulting number will be also a rational number. The next property comes, that is the commutative property. So commutative property tells us that if any two rational numbers, they are swapped between any operation or between any operator, just like it is given 2 by 3 plus 4 by 5, and the same if you write in different order, just swap the rational numbers 4 by 5 plus 2 by 3. The result will be same. So if the numbers, rational numbers are swapped between any operator, maybe multiplication, division, addition or subtraction, their value remains same. So this is the commutative property. The next one, before going on to the next property, let's have some examples about the commutative property, verification of commutative property. Here it is given minus 4 by 3 and 3 by 7. Now we have to check whether commutative property is applicable here or not. So in the first case, we will solve this one, minus 4 upon 3 plus 3 by 7, and after calculating we have got the answer minus 19 by 21. In the same way, now we'll change the order. Here minus 4 by 3 plus 3 by 7 was there. We have changed the order, now 3 by 7 plus minus 4 by 3, and when you will solve, here also you will get the same value, that is minus 19 by 21. So hence you see that both the answers are similar, therefore this property is satisfied. So now the third property, that is the associative property. So in associative property, whenever the numbers are there, rational numbers are there, if their order is changed, suppose there are three numbers, A, B and C. So these three numbers, suppose they are the fractions, and first of all, in these three rational numbers or the fractions, if you add the first two, just like A plus B first, and afterwards add the second one, that is the C. Or you add B plus C first and then afterwards add A to this one. So in these both the cases, the value remains same. Or you can add A plus C first, afterwards you can add B. Means associative property shows that means if you change the order, then also there is no effect on the result. So this is associative property. Afterwards, the next one is, examples are given here. So the first one, here the values of A, B, C are given, and we have to verify the associative property. So here B plus C is to be solved first, and then in the second one A plus B will be solved first. So let us see the solution. Now here solution is there. So whenever LHS and RHS will be there, here on the screen you are seeing they are sideways, but don't write them sideways, just LHS and RHS you have to write one below another. First of all LHS, below that RHS, don't write them sideways. Now here, A plus B plus C, so A is taken separately, B plus C is solved, and whatever the answer we have got after solving B plus C, the same will then add minus 11 by 7 to the result. Then we have got, at last we have got minus 13 by 54. So this was the result of this A plus B plus C. Now we will take the RHS, that was A plus B was to be solved first. So in that, A plus B is solved first and C is added afterwards, and the result is same. So this is the verification of the property. Now the next property. So the next property, before going on to the next property, let us see the role of 0. When any rational number is added to 0, then the result remains the same. And 0 is also called the identity for addition. Yeah, additive identity of rational numbers. Now the examples are there, 2 by 3 plus 0 or 4 by 7 plus 0. Whatever the rational number is there, if you add 0 to any rational number, its value remains the same. That is called additive identity. Then next one, role of 1. When any rational number is multiplied with 1, then it will result in the same rational number. So if you multiply any rational number 1, so its value remains same. Suppose 4 by 7 is there and 4 by 7, you will multiply by 1, then the value will be 4 by 7 only. Now, the next property comes the negative of a number. When a rational number is added to the negative or additive inverse of its own, the result is 0. And the number is also called additive inverse. Suppose 4 is there, any number 4 by 7, we are taking 4 by 7. So there is a rational number 4 by 7, so its additive inverse will be minus 4 by 7. In additive inverse, suppose if you have to write the additive inverse of any number, then just you have to write the same number, only the symbol will be changed. If it is negative, then it will become positive. If it is positive, then it will become negative. Means the sum of the rational number and its additive inverse, so the result will be 0 if you will add the additive inverse and the number itself. Next, reciprocal of a number. When we are writing reciprocal of a number, we will write here, we will take one example here. Any number is given, suppose 13 by 7. So its reciprocal will be 7 by 13. Means numerator will be transferred to the denominator and denominator will be transferred to the numerator. So that is called the reciprocal. And when a number is multiplied by its reciprocal, its value become 1. Now the next one, properties of rational numbers. The next property is distributive property of multiplication over addition. So that I am writing on the board. See, if a number is given just like 1 by 3 into 4 plus 6, then the number that is outside the bracket will be multiplied by the numbers that are inside the brackets. So 1 by 3 into 4 plus 1 by 3 into 6. So this number will be multiplied with both the numbers, or whatever the numbers that are inside the bracket, with each number it will be multiplied. So this is the distributive property over addition. Just like suppose A, B and C are rational numbers, 3 rational numbers, then A into B plus C, it is equals to A into B plus B into C. So this is the multiplicative property or distributive property of multiplication over addition. Now, after this operation of rational number on addition of 2 rational numbers with the same denominator. So if you have to add 2 rational numbers and their denominators are same, so in that case we are taking 2 numbers, 4 by 3 plus 7 by 3. So in this case the denominators are same. So when the denominators are same, we will write the common denominator and simply we will add the numerators. Here you will get 7 plus 4, 11 by 3. So when the denominators are same, so simply add the numerators and write the common denominator. In case if the denominators are different, then you have to adopt a different method. You have to first of all calculate the LCM of the denominators. I am taking one more example. 4 by 7 plus 3 by 21. Suppose this is the case here. Here instead of 3 we are taking another number, because 3 7s are 21. It will be divisible here. I am taking 1 upon 21. Now 4 upon 7 plus 1 upon 21. Here denominators are different. So first of all we will find out the LCM of denominators. So LCM of denominators 7 and 21 will be equal to LCM equals to 21. Now we will write the common denominator, that is 21. Afterwards write the first number, that is 4. Put the multiplication sign. Then divide the common denominator or the LCM by the denominator of that number. That is 7 3s are 21. So write 3 here plus 1 into here 21, 1s are 21. So only 1. Afterwards 4 3s are 12 plus 1 upon 21. So now if we will solve this one, 12 plus 1 13. So it will be equal to 13 upon 21. So this is the way we will solve the rational numbers with different denominators. So students, for today this much only. We'll consider the next material in the next online classes. Thank you and have a nice day.